Even though my 97 FD RX-7 has 20,000 original miles on it, it is not without issues. With rotary engines, everybody likes to laugh about their unreliability, and of course, the more you take care of it, the longer it's going to last, the more reliable it'll be. I have been taking pretty good care of it, I like to think, but I've been chasing down some coolant issues. And in this video, I'm addressing one of the two issues that are related to the coolant problem, which has been fixed since filming this video. So what I'm doing in this video actually wasn't 100% of the issue, it was about 50% of the issue. And what I'm tackling first is a thermostat. So basically, my symptoms have been presenting as the overflow tank has literally been overflowing. The system seems to be overpressurized. And intermittently, my thermostat will stick shut and won't open when it's supposed to, which again, being half of the issue, the other half being the system overpressurizing, which ended up being a faulty radiator cap and a faulty AST cap, or the air separator tank cap. I overnighted a couple of caps from Japan since shooting this video and replaced them, so we were able to get this fixed. And as I said that out of my mouth, I realized that it's kind of the cringy, cliche Fast and Furious monologue, but that's not what I meant. Anyway, back to this video. So this video, I replaced the thermostat. You can see as I pull the filler neck out, the thermostat's actually kind of caked into the filler neck and not actually mounted into the engine like it should be. So when I pulled that out, I actually had to pry it off with a screwdriver. So it was is a little rusty. Wasn't in terrible condition. I was able to compress that spring, and the O-ring was surprisingly in good condition. So I was able to reuse that. The Mishimoto one that I did order to replace it is a cooler thermostat, so it should open earlier than the factory one, but unfortunately the O-ring did not fit very well, so luckily I was able to reuse the OEM one since it was in pretty good condition. Replacing the filler neck, that whole job, super easy. It's like 3 bolts and a sensor, super simple. I did have to take off one of the couplers for my intercooler, my Night Sports intercooler, because it was in the way, and I had to take off the air box, which at the end of the day was not a very big deal. The other half of this video is something that I'm replacing because I broke it a while ago and just hadn't gotten around to it. The last time I had my intake manifold off was to put in intake air temperature sensor underneath of the manifold to work with my my Haltech unit and my my new gauge pods. So sorry, brain fart. The gauge pods that I'm working on under the hood. So I was able to hook that up. But when I was under there the last time, I actually snapped off or kind of cracked the turbo boost solenoid nipple. There's supposed to be 2 of them on the right there, and one of them cracked off. I was able to kind of jerry-rig something up, kind of ghetto. So I ordered, in the meantime, I ordered a new one. Obviously, here's the new one. And you can see they look almost identical. One is a little bit newer looking, a little bit different material, but it has the proper nipples on there for the vacuum lines. So I wanted to get under there and replace that. So obviously, just simple kind of maintenance items that I'm doing that I should have done a long time ago. But like I said, coolant issue seems to be fixed. The thermostat opens up earlier, as it should, and the filler neck cap and the AST cap seem to have been faulty. So air was getting into the system, air bubbles in the system cause it to overpressurize, and there you have it.